Alright guys, so in the previous video I showed you how to print numbers in MIPS. So let me review that really quickly. Let me put 20 in the register A0. So I would say add immediate, register A0, 0, 20. And then I need to put 1 in V0, add immediate V0, 0, 1. And right now I can do a syscall. And syscall will print the content of A0 in the console view because that's what 1 in V0 means. So when I have 1 in V0, that means print whatever is in A0 here in the console view. Let me print 50 next to 20. So right now I want to put 50 in A0. And right now I want to do syscall. Notice here that I don't need to assign V0 1 again because it still has 1. I haven't changed it. And if I assemble this and if I go, okay, so I'm putting 20 in A0 and this line is going to put 1 in V0 and the syscall is going to print the content of A0. And then I want to put 50 in A0. You can see A0 has 50 now. And syscall is going to print whatever is in A0, which is 50. So that printed 20 and 50 next to each other. What I'd like to do is I'd like to go to the new line after 20 and then print 50. Okay. So for me to do that, I need to print the new line character. Now to print the new line character, I need to know the ASCII code of the new line character. And the ASCII code of the new line character is 10. Okay, so that's going to be the same for you, for me. So that means I want to put 10 in A0. So let me put 10 in A0. And right now, if I do syscall, that's not going to print the new line character because I haven't changed V0. So again, when 1 is stored in V0, that means print the content of A0 as an integer. So this is important. So whatever number is in A0, print it as a number. But I don't want to print 10 as a number. I'd like to print 10 as the ASCII code of a character. So I'd like to print the character that corresponds to ASCII code 10. And for me to do that, I have to put 10 in A0. So that stays the same. But I need to change the value of V0 from 1 to 11. Okay, so that's something you need to remember. Not for the exam or the quiz, but at least right now I need you to understand what I'm doing so that we can do bigger programs. So here I have 20 in A0, I have 1 in V0. Syscall is going to print the numeric value of A0, which is 20. And then I put 10 in A0, and because I have 11 in V0, syscall is going to print the character that corresponds to the ASCII number that is stored in A0. So again, the character that corresponds to ASCII code 10 is going to be the new line character. Now I want to print the 50 as a number, not as a character. So I need to put 1 in V0 again before I call syscall. So I can say add immediate V0, 0, and I put 1 here. And let me assemble and play. Alright, so here I have 20 in A0. Here I have 1 in V0. And syscall is going to print the numeric value of A0. And that's going to be 20. You can see 20 is printed here. And right now I want to put 10 in A0. You can see that it changed here. I want to put 11 in V0. And right now when I execute syscall, it'll print the character that corresponds to the ASCII 10, which is, stored in A0. And that's going to be the new line character. Okay, so a new line character was printed and the cursor is here. And right now, when I assign A0 50, you can see that A0 contains 50 now. And then I put 1 back in V0. And when I do syscall, it'll use the numeric value that is stored in A0, which is 50. So that's going to print 50, but not next to it. It'll print it, on the next line. You can see that. Okay. So that's how you print characters. Let me do another example. Let me clear my console view. Let's say I want to print the character A, and next to A, I'd like to print 20. Then I want to go to a new line. Then maybe I want to print B, uppercase, and next to B, I want to print 50. Okay. So first I need to know the ASCII code of an A uppercase, and I know that the ASCII code of an A uppercase is 65. So I can put in A0 the value 65. Now, because I want to print the character that corresponds to this ASCII, I have to put 11 in V0. So I say add immediate V0, 0, and I put 11 here. Okay. And right now I can do syscall. So that's going to print A uppercase. And then I put 20 in A0, 1 in V0, and this syscall is going to print 20 as a number. And this portion will print the new line because I have 11 in V0 and the new line character has ASCII 10. And after that, I'd like to print B as a character, and then I'd like to print 50 as a number. So my V0 is 11 here, so I don't want to change that. I want to put the ASCII code of a B uppercase in A0, and that's 66. Okay, so I'm going to put 66 in A0. And now I can do syscall. And that's going to print B uppercase. And next to that, it'll print 50 as a number, again, because I have 1 in V0. Let me assemble and let's see that. All right, so this one assigns 65 in A0. We have 11 in V0, and syscall is going to print A. You can see we have an A here. And right now I'm going to put 20 in A0. And then because I have 1 in V0, when I do a syscall, it'll actually print the 20 as a number. And then I'm going to put 10 in A0, and my V0 is 11, so that means it's a character. And when I do a syscall, it'll print the new line character. And then I'm going to put 66 in A0, and because my V0 is still 11, you can see that here, it's going to print the character that corresponds to the ASCII 66, which is B uppercase. And then I'm going to put 50 in A0. I'm going to change V0 to 1, which means going to print the numeric value of A0. And syscall will do that, which will print 50 next to B. All right, so I hope that makes sense. In the next video, we'll do more stuff with printing and loops and arrays and all of that. Okay, let me stop that.